Welcome to the Open Telekom Cloud podcast, Radio OTC. Your guest, Dennis Kasper,
and Stefan Demele
are together with the Insinno here in Heidelberg. And we are presenting today the solutions, the company roundabout Insinno. And for this, at first, we are here sitting together with two nice guys. One is Stefan Prager.
Hi.
And the other one is Christian Michel.
Hi.
So both of them are pretty high roles in the Insinno company here, and maybe they at first start to talk a little bit about themselves. What roles do you have? What are your typical tasks in the daily business, etc.?
Yeah, first of all, great to have you here today and giving us the opportunity to talk a little bit about Insinno and our cooperation with OTC. So myself, I'm Stefan Prager. I'm managing partner at Insinno. To be honest, I'm not a developer or pure techie. I have rather business background. So I studied business administration with a focus on marketing and management. But even myself found a way to IT. And for me, it's always exciting to go this bridge between IT on the one hand side and business on the other side. And actually, that's what we are doing every day with the team at Insinno. We know our customers, we know their needs, and we try to transfer them into technical solutions. And so myself, I'm developing business applications for more than 15 years now, then as a solution architect, and taking care about our customers and the use cases in several industries, but especially in the chemical industry.
Sounds great.
Yes, my name is Christian Michel. So you forgot one topic. So you are also a founder. Yeah? So not only managing partners, also founder. So great to have you here, really, because that's really the starting point. Our garage story. Now we have really nice office here, but it was starting here. So what I'm doing. So in my past, I was 10 years with SAP. And I'm coming from the insurance industry, and I'm both. I'm coming from the informatics, but as well from the business side. I was working in this area my whole life, I can say now. Yeah? And I founded now, together with Stefan, in 2010, the Insinno. It's originally it was insurance innovation. Now we have a lot of other industries where we are surfing, because what is special in the insurance industry is they are they're taking care about data, yeah, and they are also in the critical infrastructure, and that really fits to other customers we have. So that's a very good fit. For my work, I'm the CTO also, so I'm taking care about the technology and, as always, also about the customers and the partnership with OTC.
For sure, the most important thing.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot for giving us some information about you and your company here. When we are already at this topic, you already said you are partnering with the Open Telekom Cloud. So using our platform, you are working together with our partner managers, etc. Maybe then we directly jump over to this topic and you present us. I think you have brought some cool slides together with you. Then let's go to the slideshow presentation here to get some more details about Insinno, also what products you are having and what you can deliver to the customer.
Let's start. Yeah, we prepared something that you really know who you have on the table.
I think we have 35 slides now.
135.
Not to the audience. We make it really short and crisp.
Don't be scared. Only a couple of slides. Yeah.
Do you want to start?
I can start. Yeah. So we brought some facts and figures about Insinno. As you already mentioned, we have been founded in 2010, so we are not a startup anymore. And in the meantime, we are acting at two locations. One is here in Heidelberg in Germany, and the other one is in Sevilla in Spain. And in Heidelberg, we have our business process experts and our project managers, product owners, and our business support. And in Sevilla, we have our delivery, front-end, back-end developers, UI, UX designers, and our technical support. Mm-hmm. And altogether, we are now 50 people in both locations. And something we are really proud of is we are 100% self-financed, so we have no investors, just for shareholders and no bank loans or everything. So this is something we are quite happy with.
Yeah, and really, because that helps us to give really fast decisions. for our customers, but also for technical decisions, go to new technology and other stuff.
And really put the customer in the focus and not any stakeholders who want to just get some cool numbers on the sheets, but don't care about the real customers.
The risk is that you're always thinking about yourself and your company, and you're looking inside and not outside to the customer. And that's always the topic. And I think we are managing quite well with this.
Very, very great approach.
Yeah, over the time we have now a quite good selection of customers, so reference customers. So they are from the financial services industry. We have some from the chemical part, chemistry. We have also machinery. So there's from smaller companies, startups, up to really huge companies. They are all over the world. So what we can show with this is that we can really critical business support. Yeah, so we have not only these fancy, let's say, apps where we started with. So we are really on mass processes, and if anything happens, of course, we have to react very, very early and also very fast.
Yeah. And this makes us really proud to have these big players in our company list. And it's not normal that a company like us with rather 50 employees, that we are playing in this Premier League. And to be honest, also the cooperation with OTC really helps us with this because it's a trust element and it's a kind of guarantee for performance and security.
Yeah, we had also, there was a video that was, I think that the first video was done by the OTC. Yeah, so we was also inside of this, and we are supporting a startup who made a complete application. It's about recruiting. Yeah. And they have customers like Word or Aldi Süd or Rewe, Schwarz Group, and so on. And of course, they are also critical with data protection and so on. And he's just sending the link to the video to the potential new customers and say, look, and these are the IT providers helping on the apps, and this is where we are hosted. So it really helps. So.
Very, very good.
Yeah, and of course, we are doing something with these customers. So one is the key business drivers. There's staff shortage. That's a big topic where the people, they are even not finding experts to doing some processes. Of course, better profitability, or they want to increase or better the business. And what we're doing then is process automatization or new portals where it's directly a process inside, or digital customer service. These are the main topics where we are working on.
Okay, and then comes the question, what takes us apart? What are we doing different? We always say we start there where the big players like SAP or Salesforce stop. So when it's becoming quite special, individual, or you have a high demand for flexibility or integration, then it's our turn. In these individual business applications, we are able to provide in a high quality and a high speed at the same time. And maybe you will ask, how is this possible? Because normally you have quality or speed. So in the last years or over the years, we have built up our own software platform called iCore. And this consists out of hundreds of ready-to-use components, modules, even use case templates. We have 350 or
420
microservices in place, everything ready to use, and it's like a Lego box. And when we have a new project, we just look into our Lego box, take the bricks we need, and give them a meaning via a semantic layer. And because these Lego bricks are already there, we are fast. And they are also approved and tested because they are in use in several projects. And this is our high speed and high quality approach.
Yeah, and the origin was, I'm coming from the standard software, and you wanted to have everything in standard. Yeah? And you was really on the individual case, but we have to do something individual for the customers. And out of this, we made this approach to say, okay, in the back end, we have these components, but in the front end, so what is important for the users itself, we are individual. But still with this, we have so many components that we are super fast, and also that it's maintainable over the time. That's the important topic.
Great. So you really brought the best parts of both worlds together, standard and individual approaches, combining it with this Lego brick approach, with the cement to make everything fitting together, holding together, and still, you have the OTC below it, everything secure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And nearly every day we are talking to customers. They're complaining about standard software. It's so unflexible. Or if they want to do something, it costs them a hell of a money. Yeah, and they still have to pay licenses for it. Yeah, so if you come with this approach, it's fast and it's easy and it's understandable and also it's also prepared for the future. So it's not an individual software one-off. Yeah? So we can really over the time increase the capabilities of it. If you put it together, we have two approaches, what makes us apart from the market. One is that we have this clever technology approach, as mentioned before, but we have also a clever project approach. So normally you have different providers, some doing the strategy, doing the definition, what has to be done in the digital solution. Then you have the implementation, and then you have the operations. And you have always handovers, so that takes quite a while if you have done digital projects. And we try to put everything together so that we are overall faster and that we do not have these handover issues. So, and with this, we are 50%, 30%, it depends on the project, faster than other comparable projects.
And the quality is better because you do not have this loss of information in these interfaces.
And this in these restricted market areas where usually to be fast is very difficult, right?
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes the IT is not loving us, but the business is really loving us.
Yeah, they don't have to involve so many stakeholders. It's good to have everything from one hand.
Yeah. Okay. I think over the time we have now 300 use cases done.
Yeah, almost.
I would say.
Yeah, and to show you a little bit the variety of these use cases, we brought some today. Maybe let's start here in the upper left corner with simple. It's a simple but smart solution. Imagine you are an OEM of a technical device or machine. You just put a QR code on the device, and your users scan this QR code, and then they get all the information behind. So technical data sheets, documentation, manuals, FAQs, and they can also raise a service request or order spare parts or any extra features on top of the product. And without installing any application, it's everything web-based. And of course, behind there is iCore controlling all these processes and information. Another use case we brought is HDI drone. That's a BTC web shop. So if you are in the field outside and with your drone and you forgot your insurance, 5 minutes later you will have it.
That's something for you.
Of course, you need internet connection.
Even more difficult then.
It depends where you are.
Yeah, but he's from the telecom.
Exactly.
Yes, and I think that the biggest one what we have is with the order app. No?
Yeah, it's quite a powerful B2B web shop or customer service platform. It has interfaces to SAP, to Salesforce, and it's rolled out in more than 150 countries and 40 languages. So quite
Impressive.
That's quite good because sometimes you have it also in Arabic. In Arabic, you know that's the other direction.
Some challenges with the UI elements and also that you need to consider.
Yeah. But you might also question because it's the customer behind is BASF and others, so Sika I think also, and why they are our customers, because behind is the SAP. But what we do it very individual, and you have a lot of integration challenges if you're talking about B2B web shops. And that's something what we can do. So we have these components, but we make it fitted then to the integration challenges they have. And so I think now we're in discussion with other customers. They have exactly the same. So it could be a good opportunity. Yeah. But there are more. So we have Talk a Job. That's what I mentioned without the recruiting app. That's a startup. We have even ones we have done, this KMT case. So our components are running on a Raspberry Pi to control a pump machine, so with high pressure pumps. So that's rare. That's not the standard, but even there we could help them. Yeah. The biggest part what we have for process automatizations in insurance, that's they are getting 800,000 bills each year. That's a pet insurance company, And by pet insurance, if you have this contract, what you are doing, you're going to the doctor with your pet, And directly they have bills and so on. There was dying in all these bills, So they had an increase of 200,000 to 800,000, and now we have a completion rate of 75%. Does mean 75% it's not treated by anyone in this company anymore because it's automatized by our platform. So we make the OCR, we make all rules above them like you would be a service clerk. So and afterwards you have a complete fulfillment. So that's really cool, and it's also shows that we are really in critical business for them.
So showing that the standard task which you do multiple times a day can be fully automated, and by this people working for the company can focus on other even more important stuff, right?
Exactly. So the pet insurance, they are really increasing, but with this, they could really follow the increase. Now there was bought by an international company due to the fact that they have such a good claims process. Right. So thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's also a quite cool story. Yeah.
Maybe,
No, another one.
Yeah, maybe complete contrast. Parking app. We also have a parking app where you see around the company all the free parking places with additional information, and it guides you directly to the best parking place. So as you can see, a lot of use cases, completely different, but behind they have one in common. It's our iCore platform.
Yeah, so, but there are more, but I think to give an overview about also which kind of business, which industries or use cases we are, I think that shows these examples quite good,
So I think you see Insinno really has more or less everything to offer, from a very niche element like a Raspberry Pi pump detection or management until really solving the biggest issues in automatization and finding the right people to do the stuff by increasing the chances to automate something.
Yeah, and with HEI we made also a success story with you already, because the story is always good. The drones, it's something emotional. So, and with this, that's because they are looking for data. So insurance is very keen to have it good data protection. So. What's new? No, it's not completely new, but what we are also in, it's that we are looking for the artificial intelligence. I think there's also telecom heavily investing at the moment, but we come really strongly from the business side. So what we do, we are looking for scenarios, where we have on the one hand, we have already automatized processes, not automatized processes, digital processes. And you want to automatize them with AI agents, And for this, we are looking at the real world, and we are looking how we can automatize this, And for this, we are working with digital twins. So we use our platform that we make like a service clerk. They have contracts, they have customer data, and so on. And we provide this or ease the process to provide this data to this agent, but AI powered, so that he replaces, of course, the work of a service agent. So that's the new world we are working on, and I think we have quite good opportunities there.
Absolutely, because we saw in the beginning the key drivers of our customers, and this is directly pointing to this.
Yeah, and we brought also an example for this. So the digital sales trainer,
So especially in sales, the trainings are essential, especially for new, but even for more experienced trainers, because there are always new products or new regulations or however. And one-to-one trainings are quite time-consuming and expensive. And there we are currently working to improve this with artificial intelligence.
Yeah, so the idea is that instantly a sales guy or a salesperson improve a real conversation upfront he's doing. So he has a customer meeting and he wants to improve it because it's a critical customer, or he has a sensible contract stuff where we've talked about, and or it's difficult to sell, and now we are giving him the possibility to make these, to have the digital twin of the customer with his contracts, and the trainer, the trainer is this digital part, so the AI in between. So we simulate the customer, and the sales guy or the salesperson, the sales rep, is doing what he's normally doing. So the customer is asking how is these private insurance, so the private health insurance. Normally that's very expensive if you're getting older and so on. So something like this, and then the salesperson has to answer, and afterwards he gets a feedback what he should have tell the customer, so that he get really a good training effect.
So it's like a one-to-one training, but together with the
exactly,
AI.
Exactly. Yeah. Because why are there normally training sessions with 20 people? Because it's too costly to have it one by one. Of course, one by one more effective. You cannot replace everything, but I think there is it's a good possibility where also the salespeople can scale. In this training to be better.
This was great insights. And let's continue with that, because now the question is, you are hosted this on OTC, and therefore it would be really interesting to know how you're doing this, how you host all your applications, services, products on OTC.
Yeah, maybe I can start for this. Up front, we have no servers here. We have nothing on premise. So everything what we are, if we are talking about IT and the servers, we are talking about Open Telekom Cloud. So there's everything what we have. What we are doing is we have containers. So all our applications are in containers. And we have different areas, so network areas out of security reasons. So we have a back-end part and we have a demilitarized zone, and they are running the containers with all the security stuff. So with the application firewall, so with the application web application firewall, thank you. So the WAF. We have there, of course, some more security measures. Databases are hosted within the Telecom Cloud, so we're using this service, of course, and some more services what we can use from the OTC.
And what are your key aspects in this whole thing, like geo-redundancy, using different regions, for example?
I think there are two main KPIs or drivers. The first is, of course, security. So we are trying to offer different service levels to our customers. So one is that they have their own environment, where they have their own data. The second is, of course, the possibility that they can scale. So there's about the performance. Because we have customers, and as for the order app, in the morning they're just starting ordering. So and that's all. Everyone at the same time, and they order their B2B things. That's different stuffs, but there we have the peak, and of course the KPI is the performance. And for this, we are trying to use all the structure, so redundancy for several servers with a load balancer and something like this. So we are not at Amazon, but still we have their performance topics.
This leads me to the next question. In the beginning, when you evaluate the platform where you want to host everything, there was, I think, a process behind this, why you had chosen OTC. And maybe you can explain it a little bit further why exactly it was OTC.
Yeah, maybe you have more technical answers, but from the management of hosting and everything, I can say that before we have been at OTC, it was really a struggle to get new servers, to get new services, to manage everything, to get transparency, monitor everything, and since we are at OTC, this is not a topic anymore, because you get all this monitoring, you get all these reports, you can maintain your dashboards, and if you need new services, then it's just a click away, I would say. So, for example, if the customers ask, we need a new database service, and then, okay, let's put it for a couple of months or to check it out, and it's easy. So you do not have an administrational process or anything like that.
So everything out of one hand, and also the chances are always pretty high that when a customer has a demand into your direction, that you just need to look into the Open Telekom Cloud box and you find a brick, again to the Lego style, or elements there at the beginning that you can simply pick and choose.
Exactly. So our infrastructure is checking beforehand what's available, and then we make a decision and take the best option.
Yeah, and it was also the chance for us to minimize the managed services, what you normally have. Yeah, so to have also, because it's automatized, we have also the chance not only to minimize the managed services, also in which speed do we are getting new servers, or how we can adjust the networking or something, because we are focused on business value and infrastructure itself. Of course it's a value, but for us to help our customers, it's more important to have really good processes, to have really good applications, and so on. And with this we could minimize really this managed services internally in our company, and also to have a reliable platform. And another very important driver is that the Open Telekom Cloud is, of course, it's a German company, and it's in Germany. That's we have, I think, a hell of security concepts or security questionnaires also of companies like Lidl, like Word, or now I think Austrian Post. I think there's also, so everyone is taking care about the data, and the first question is, where's the data and who's the provider? And of course you have other providers you can mention, yes, but they're in Germany, but if it's not a German company, then you might have problems. And with this there is no discussion, and so it's easy for us to answer these questionnaires.
As I said before, so mentioning OTC, it's rather a trust element than the source of more questions.
So don't get these buts back again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. And from my side, the last question would be, what do you appreciate the most about our collaboration?
I think one topic what is important for us, it's a partnership. So it's not about only, we book the service and that's it. No, it's about a partnership. Okay, and always if you're working together, so there is the sun shining and sometimes it's raining. And I think in both sides we can work really good together. So if is anything, so we get a contact and they're really helping us up to an architect as well. And the other topic is about the partnership, I think. Exactly. So we have we had also discussions about, there is a company, they have problems with the application stack. So we took this customer and helped them in this area. So for our startup here, who applies that, so there was looking for a platform, and we brought this customer. So it's a form of a partnership. So in the daily work, but also beyond.
So we learned really a lot about you in person, about your company, your products, and also a little bit about your philosophy, how you are doing, how you are acting, and really putting the customer and the benefit, bringing elements into the focus, into the center here. I would like to look a little bit into the future together with you. So what can we expect from you as a company, as new products in the future? So do you have planned some cool new releases you would like to use this opportunity here to give already a little bit of a teaser, to give some information about future plans, etc.?
Yeah, I think we cannot talk about everything. Surprise next year. but I think there are already some new topics in the pipeline. So Christian already mentioned the AI support of our iCore platform, of our process, and then some new special use cases like this AI trainer and digital twin concept. I think that's also what we have in mind for next year. And of course, we need our partner.
And I think this AI will, because we have customers really with mass data. So one customer, they have more than, I think, 1 terabyte in a month or something. So they're really mass data. And that's, of course, it's fantastic for AI, artificial intelligence, but also for the business side if you have processes. So to improve something there, and maybe if someone is out of the tech part, we have also an AI agent where we are working at the moment on is the solution design. So doing a concept in the digital part, that's super heavy. You need the experts, they know the technique, you need the business side and so on. And now we have this AI powered and we have very good results. So to streamline this hard process of getting a consulting company, getting all the informations of the people inside of the company. So we ease this, and I think that will be also quite a good part. Always behind digital twin, our component platform, so that we work with this. So let's see. We keep you updated.
Sounds interesting. So stay tuned, and maybe you get in future then some more information about Insinno. So we learned what to expect about your future plans, etc. Maybe also looking into the future, do you have any kind of wishes, feedback to us as Open Telekom Cloud you would appreciate for the future?
It's Christmas time, no? I would say so. Yeah. So what we would like to, what we are thinking about is we are trying to go. Not we're trying. What we are doing is we are going into the Open Telekom marketplace. I think that's a very brilliant idea. So, but my personal wish is, because I experience this with other big providers. So you make a lot of effort with marketplaces, and at the end happens nothing. So my wish is that maybe that the Open Telekom Cloud finds the possibility to integrate into the sales or something, so that it's really a powerful option to go into the marketplace on the Open Telekom Cloud. Because I think to bundle this, the application knowledge and also the infrastructure, what you're providing there, that would be brilliant.
Yeah. I think it has a great potential then.
So, looking forward, the marketplace will be launched pretty soon. Some parts are already available. Right now we just have a LLM application to be used there, but there we are right now on the track to also include additional elements here, additional partners like Insinno, for example. So thank you a lot for this feedback. And with this, I would say thank you a lot for having us here. Thank you a lot for being our guest hosts here, better said, for taking us here, for being part of this Open Telekom Cloud podcast, Radio OTC. So also, thank you a lot and wish you a goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.